Okay, people, today we are going to discuss about the circles. See, circles concept is related with the locus. First, what is the definition of the locus? The set of all the points which satisfy the given condition or conditions is called a locus. The same thing you can also define as a simple form is tracing of a curve. Tracing of a curve means identifying that curve from the given condition. For example, how you can define the circle? Say, here you take that let it be one fixed point C is equals to A comma B. Now you know in a plane infinite number of the points. You take one more moving point on the plane at a distance of r units. Let it be that is that P is equals to x1 comma y1. So here that condition is that what? Now the condition is that what? Cp is equals to r. Cp is equals to r. R means the distance from a fixed point to a moving point. Distance is always positive or is equals to 0. So here in this one the condition is Cp is equals to r is the given condition. Now in these 2 points, so what is that moving point? P is the moving point. So the locus of P is called a circle. So how final definition is that what? The locus of a point which is at a constant distance, that is that r units from a fixed point C, right? Now here by simplifying this one, you can write it as that Cp square is equals to r square. So now you know that Cp is the distance between the 2 points. You know distance formula in earlier classes. That will be distance between the 2 points. Let it be one point is x1 comma y1 and other point is that x2 y2. Then the formula will be x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This is the distance formula. By using this formula, suppose if you do the squaring, now root and square will be cancelled. So here already square is there. Here already square is there. So directly you can write this one only. That implies you will get that x1 minus here x2 is that a whole square plus y1 minus b, y2 is that b whole square is equals to this one is that r square. This is that what? This is the simplification of the given condition. What is that given condition? That is that Cp is equals to r. This is only the given condition. Now from definition, locus of P will be by replacing x coordinate with x and y coordinate y coordinate by y. Then we will get that this one is that x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equals to r square. So this one is that equation of the circle. So here you can take, here you can say, what is the definition of the circle? Locus of the point, locus of the point which is at a constant distance r from a fixed point. This one is that fixed point. This is the fixed point. Okay, so this one is that fixed point. This one is that P is that moving point or variable point. This is the moving point or variable point. Now, the locus of a point which is at a constant distance r units from a fixed point is called a circle. So this is the equation of the circle. Now here the fixed point, here the fixed point is called, this one is that center of the circle. This one is the center of circle, right? And the constant distance, here in this one, the constant distance r is called radius of the circle. Constant distance is radius of the circle. Okay, so now the final, this equation will use only if you know a fixed point on a plane and a constant distance, that is center and radius are given to find the equation of the circle. Now what is that circle diagram? This one is the circle. This one everybody knows in that earlier classes. In a plane geometry, you know that this is the circle. This point is that center, and the distance from center to any point on circumference, the distance from center to any point on circumference is called, this one is the radius. This one is called radius. So when center and radius is given, to find this equation, to find this circle equation, you will be use the formula only, this one only you will be use that. Okay, suppose center is that origin. You know origin is that 0 comma 0. Origin is 0 comma 0. If center is a origin, then the above equation, center is a origin, the above equation will becomes x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square is equals to r square. So now this one is x square plus y square is equals to r square. So what is that another form of circle? Another form means that means a circle is a circle will be the same, that is that contains center and radius. But what is the difference of the above equation and this equation? In above equation, center is that a comma b. In the second equation, center will be 0 comma 0. So now in both equations, radius is the same. Okay, I mean radius is that r value either greater than 0 or is equals to 0. Now we will discuss that some concepts, some points. See, look at this here, very important points. So you take it that first note here that different conditions are there. So what are the different conditions? Say r value is greater than 0, then the circle is called a real circle, is a real circle. and r is equals to 0, then it is called a point circle. This one is the point circle, and r will be less than 0. This one is the imaginary circle. This is the imaginary circle, right? So next it is the special case. If r is equals to 1, center is whatever that, radius is equals to 1, that circle is called unit circle. That circle is called unit circle. So here, now this last one is that, this is the last one is that a special case. Okay, now in the first three cases, now first two are the very important. Here r is equals to 0 is called, that circle is called a point circle, but a point circle is also called a real circle. Point circle is also called a real circle, but all real circles need not be a point circle. So according to that one, all real all all here, according to this one, all real circles all real circles need not be a, all real circles need not be a point circle, need not be a point circle, but point circle is a real circle, but point circle is a real circle. Okay, so now here you have to see this one. Here you have to see this one. Now this one is a, this is the introduction of the circle. Okay, now we will see some examples. Suppose center is equals to, suppose center, examples will be, suppose center is equals to, suppose you take that examples, center is equals to 1 comma 2, and radius is equals to 3. What will be the circle equation? What will be the circle equation? That will be x minus 1 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is equals to r square. R square means 3 square. Now here, by simplifying, here the first term is that a minus b whole square, second one also a minus b whole square. Now this one you expand it, that will be a square minus 2ab is the 2x plus b square 1, plus next one will be y square minus 4 into y plus 4 is equals to, this one is the 9. You write this one, that powers are in the descending order. The what are the terms having the highest power? X square plus y square. So this one. Next one is minus 2x minus 4y. Next constant 1 plus 4 is the 5. 5 minus 9, that is equals to 0. 5 minus 9 is that minus 4. So the final equation of circle, so x square plus y square minus x square plus y square minus 2x minus 4y minus 4 is equals to 0. So here you observe this one. By observing this result, so already we derived that one equation of the circle. What is that? X minus a whole square, x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equals to r square. Already we derived this one. Now this one is called general equation of the circle. This is the general equation of circle. General equation of circle. Okay. Now the general equation of the circle, by observing from the above example, you can say that some conditions. Say what is the first condition? It will be the first condition will be, so from the above example, it is a second degree. It is a second degree non-homogeneous equation. Second degree non-homogeneous equation. Non-homogeneous equation. And second point is now by observing that above example, x square plus y square minus 2x minus 4y minus 4, coefficient of x square, coefficient of x square is equals to coefficient of y square, coefficient of y square. So this is the second condition. And next, what will be the third condition? Coefficient of x into y, coefficient of x into y is equals to 0. So in any second degree equation, if all these three conditions, first one is the given equation must be a second degree non-homogeneous equation, and next second condition, coefficient of x square is equals to coefficient of y square, and third condition is what? Coefficient of xy is equals to 0. If any given equation is satisfy all these three conditions, and next from definition, one more condition is also there. What is that one more condition? That will be radius must be greater than or equals to 0. This one is that from definition. This is that from definition. So basically first 3 points must be satisfied. And next you have to check this one. Okay, radius is greater than or equals to 0. Radius is greater than or equals to 0. These are the observations from the above example. Okay, next you see, take one more example. See, for example, center is equals to 0, 0 and radius is equals to 5 units. Radius is equals to 5 units. Then what is that equation of the circle? You know that equation will be x square plus y square is equals to r square. You know that is the already we derived, that is the sub result. So r square is nothing but 5 square. That will be x square plus y square is equals to, this is the equals to 25. This one is the one more example. So even by observing this example and above example, so these three conditions will be must be satisfied. Okay, so these are the examples to the general equation of the circle. Okay, next we will go to that some other main points. What are those points? Say suppose if I will take that second degree equation is ax square plus a into y square plus 2 into gx plus 2 into Fy plus C is equals to 0. So this is that one equation. And next another equation, a into x square plus 2h into 2h into xy plus b into y square plus 2 into gx plus 2 into fy plus c is equals to 0. If I given any equation in this form, then if I said this one is a represents a circle, this one is represents a circle, this one is represents a circle, then immediately you have to revise that all the conditions. What are the conditions? In this one, a comma b not equals to 0. So now what is that first condition? That condition is that it must be second degree non-homogeneous. So very clearly you can say it will be satisfy the first condition. Second condition, coefficient of x square is equals to coefficient of y square. So coefficient of x square is that a, coefficient of y square is the b. And next third condition will be coefficient of xy is equals to 0. What is the coefficient of xy? 2h. 2h is equals to 0. 2h is equals to 0 means you can say that h is equals to 0. Okay. So these are the conditions. Next, radius is greater than or equals to 0. So how can we write that a formula for the radius? So that will be derived from the equation, from the another equation. So that we will discuss that later. Okay. So this one is that a condition from the definition. See, here we can observe that. Here we can observe that all these things. See, now once again you see that all the examples and all that definitions. You see this one here from the first one. That first we completed the what is the definition of the circle, and next what will be the circle equation. In that circle equation, what do you call the fixed point? That fixed point is what? Center of the circle, and the constant distance is that what? A radius. Now suppose if a center is a origin, the equation will becomes x square plus y square is equals to r square. Now in both general forms, so here that radius will be in the different conditions. Suppose radius is greater than 0, that is called the real circle. Radius is equals to 0, that is called a point circle. Radius is less than 0, that is called imaginary circle. Radius is equals to 1, that is the unit circle. But one point we should observe this one. Point circle is also a real circle, but all real circles need not be a point circle. So whenever in a question the given equation represents a real circle, then we have to apply the condition will be r greater than or equals to 0. So that means real circle means either greater than 0 or is equals to 0. So you should be apply this condition, right? Now you take that one example with the center and the radius, right? Next, from the general equation of the circle, we can observe some conclusions. What is that first conclusion? It is a second degree non-homogeneous equation. Next, second condition is coefficient of x square is equals to coefficient of y square. Next one is that coefficient of xy is equals to 0. Next, from the definition, radius will be greater than or equals to 0. Right? These are the conclusions. Next, one more example. When center is the origin and radius is that 5, the circle equation will be x square plus y square is equals to 5 square. Right? So these are the two examples. And next, first you have to be concentrate on this equation. So here this one is that a second degree non-homogeneous equation. So this one is to represent a circle. The condition will be this one. How will you get A is equals to B? From above conclusions. And here that H is equals to 0 from the third condition in the above conclusion. And R is that greater than or equals to 0. Now this one is, by simplifying, you will be get that g square plus f square minus a into c is greater than or equals to 0. This one is the result of r greater than or equals to 0. How will you get this result? We will discuss in the next video. Okay. So everyone, you remember, whenever the second degree equation is in this form, so you should be apply the first condition is A is equals to B. A is equals to B. Second is that H is equals 0. Third one is that G square plus F square minus AC greater than or equals to 0. Suppose if the circle, if the that given equation is in this form. Suppose the given equation is in this form. X square plus y square, x square plus y square plus 2 into gx plus 2 into fy plus c is equals to 0. Now, if it represents a circle, what is that center and radius? How can we find this one? Now already we know that the general equation of the circle x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equals to what is that r square, right? So this one is the general equation of the circle. Now this one is by expanding, you will be get that x square plus y square minus 2 into ax minus 2 into by plus a square plus b square minus r square is equals to 0. Now you see, it will be just like exactly in this form. Okay. Now you comparing these equations, coefficient of x will be in this equation is 2g. In this one is that what? That will be minus 2a. So here you can write that minus 2a is equals to, this one is that 2g. From this you divided with the minus 2, a is equals to minus g. So you got it that a value. And similarly, here that coefficient of y is that minus 2b, here is that plus 2f. That means minus 2b is equals to, this is the 2f divided with the minus 2, then it becomes that b is equals to minus f. So you got it that a comma b. What is that? A comma b in that general equation of the circle. A comma b is the center. So this one is represents a circle, then center is equals to, that will be minus g comma minus f. Now, and what about the radius? You comparing that constant Here what is that constant? A square plus b square minus r square. Here constant is equals to what? C. Okay, C is equals to a square plus b square minus r square. This is the, by comparing the constants. A value you got it minus z, b value is the minus here. Now if you write that c is equals to minus g whole square plus minus f whole square minus r square. So this one you can write that r square is equals to g square plus f square minus c. Now what is that r value? Root of g square plus f square minus c. You know one fundamental, whatever the value under the root, it must be either positive or is equals to 0. So the above equation to represent the circle, the condition must be g square plus f square minus c greater than or equals to 0. So right, now by using this formula, in that above example, here ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c, you can derive the result will be g square plus f square minus ac greater than or equals to 0. So this is the complete introduction about the circle. And this one is, and one more thing here is that the above equation, this equation is called a standard form. This one is the standard form of the circle. Now this one is the general form of the circle. So these are the main points regarding the circle. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. Please all of you subscribe, and we will make it more videos on the circles and the sub concepts wise. Thank you.